Level 1. The first order. It starts with a gun on the table. Not yours. Not yet. Your father doesn't look at you when he slides it forward. The room smells like leather, whiskey, and something metallic you don't want to name. 3 men stand behind him, silent, watching you instead. Pick it up. You do. It's heavier than you expect. Cold. Real. You don't ask what it's for. You already know the answer. There's a man tied to a chair in the corner. You didn't notice him when you walked in. You notice him now. His eyes are red, his mouth dry, his breathing uneven. Your father finally looks at you. This is how you learn.
You hesitate for half a second. That half second is longer than it should be. One of the men shifts behind you, not aggressively, just enough. You raise the gun. The first rule is simple. Hesitation gets remembered. You pull the trigger. The sound doesn't echo. It just ends something. Your ears ring anyway. No one congratulates you. No one comforts you. Your father just nods once, like you completed a task. You place the gun back on the table. You don't feel stronger. You feel different. That's the point. By the time you leave the room, your old life is already gone. Level 2. The protected asset. They stop calling you by your name. Now you're his son. Doors open before you reach them. Conversations stop when you enter. You don't earn respect yet. You inherit it. And that makes it fragile. You move through warehouses, safe houses, and offices you didn't know existed. Cash flows like water here. $500,000 stacked in plastic bins. You learn not to stare. You're assigned handlers. Not guards. Handlers. They teach you the rules no one writes down. Never carry your own phone. Never stay in one place longer than 48 hours.
Never trust anyone who smiles too much. You ride in armored SUVs with tinted windows thick enough to turn the world into a blur. You eat in private rooms. You sleep with a gun within reach, even if you don't touch it. You're safe, but you're not free. Your father starts involving you in conversations, not decisions, not yet. You sit in on deals where numbers are spoken casually. 2 shipments, 80 kilos total, 3.2 million up front, delivery in 6 days. You memorize everything. You don't speak unless asked. The second rule: information is currency, and silence protects it. At night, you replay the first order in your head. Not the act, the moment before it. That half second. You start training yourself to eliminate it.
Level 3. The tested air. They send you out alone for the first time. Not really alone. There's a team watching from a distance. But you don't see them. That's the point. You're given a simple job. Collect $120,000 from a distributor who's been late twice. Simple doesn't mean easy. The man greets you with forced confidence, offers you a drink, talks too much. You listen. You notice the details. The locked back room, the nervous glance at the clock, the way his hands shake when he counts the money. It's all there. You count it too. $98,000. You look at him. He starts explaining before you say anything. The third rule: excuses are a test. You let him finish.
Then you ask one question. Do you think this is enough? He knows the answer. You don't raise your voice. You don't threaten him. You just sit there. Silence does the work. He disappears into the back room.
and comes back with the rest. $22,000. You take it. No violence, no scene. When you leave, your phone buzzes once. A message from your father. Good. That single word weighs more than the gun ever did. You start to understand something. Power isn't in pulling the trigger. It's in making sure you don't have to.
Level 4. The operator. Now you run your own operations. Small at first. One route, one crew. Weekly shipments worth around $250,000. You choose your people carefully. Not the loudest, not the toughest. The reliable ones. You learn quickly that loyalty isn't declared, it's proven under pressure. One of your drivers gets stopped at a checkpoint. He calls you, voice tight, breathing fast. What do? You don't panic. The fourth rule, your calm becomes everyone else's reality. You give him instructions. Short, clear, final. He follows them. The shipment gets through. That night, you pay him double. Not because you're generous, because you're investing. Your name starts carrying weight on its own, not just as his son, as someone who delivers. But there's a cost. You stop seeing people as people. They become variables, assets, risks, leverage. You notice it one night, when a man you've known for years asks for help with his family. You calculate before you respond. Not empathy, value. You give him what he needs, but you understand why you did it. And it bothers you less than it should. Level 5, the enforcer of order. Mistakes become your responsibility. Not just yours, everyone's. A shipment goes missing. $1.1 million gone between two cities. No explanations, no witnesses. Just silence. Your father doesn't step in. He lets you handle it. You track the route, interview the crew, check the timelines. You find the weak link. A young courier, new, nervous, greedy. He thought he could take a piece and disappear. He didn't understand the system. You find him in a rented apartment 200 miles away. He looks relieved when he sees you. That's his first mistake. You sit across from him. No anger, no shouting, just questions. He breaks quickly. I always do. The fifth rule, fear works faster when it's quiet. You recover most of the money. Not all of it. That part stays missing. You report back to your father. He listens. Then he asks one question. Is the problem solved? You nod. It is. But not the way it used to be. You didn't hesitate this time. Not even for half a second. Level 6. The authority. People come to you now, not because they have to, because they want to. You control multiple routes, weekly movement exceeding $2 million. Your network stretches across borders. You don't see the product anymore. You see numbers, maps, timelines. You hold meetings in secure locations, switching every 36 hours. You speak less, but when you do, people listen. The sixth rule, authority isn't loud, it's assumed. Your father steps back. Not completely, but enough. He watches. You feel it.
Every decision carries weight now. Not just financial, political, territorial, personal. You negotiate with rivals, form temporary alliances, break them when necessary. Trust becomes a tool.
not a bond. You start to notice something else. You're alone more often. Not physically, but mentally. You can't share doubts, can't show uncertainty, can't afford weakness. Even with your father. Especially with your father. You've become what he needed you to be. And something else entirely.
Level 7. The invisible hand. You stop being seen. Not out of fear, out of strategy. Your name moves through the system without your presence. Decisions get executed before you're even informed they've started. You operate through layers. Lieutenants, managers, intermediaries. Each one replaces a piece of you. The 7th rule: distance creates control. Law enforcement increases pressure. Raids, seizures, arrests. None of it reaches you. You've built enough separation, but you feel the tension, the system tightening. Your father grows quieter, older. One night, he calls you in. No guards, no advisors. Just the two of you. He pours 2 drinks, slides one to you. You understand it now. It's not a question. You nod. Because you do. Not just the operations, the cost. He looks at you for a long time. Then he says something you didn't expect. There's no getting out. You already knew that, but hearing it makes it real. Permanent.
Level 8. The untouchable silence. It's yours now. All of it. The routes, the money, the people, the power. Your father is gone. Not dramatically. Just gone. And nothing stops. That's the system. You sit in a room bigger than the one where it started. Different city, different country, same feeling. Quiet. Controlled. Empty. Your phone lights up constantly. Updates, reports, numbers. $8.4 million moved this week. 3 new territories secured. 2 problems resolved. Everything works. Perfectly.
You've reached the top, and there's nothing here. No celebration, no relief, just responsibility and isolation. The 8th rule, ultimate power removes everything that made you human. You think about that first moment, the gun on the table, the half-second of hesitation. You can't find it anymore. It's gone. Replaced by something colder, more efficient, less you. You look out the window at a city that doesn't know you exist. That's how it has to be. That's how it survives. You don't feel untouchable. You feel inevitable. Somewhere, in a room that smells like leather and whiskey, a boy stands in front of a table. There's a gun on it. His father doesn't look at him. Pick it up. He hesitates. Just for a second. You know what happens next. He thinks he understands the game. He doesn't. But he will.